Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Georgia Raceway from Columbus, Georgia. We are here for the Pennzoil Racefest here at Columbus, Georgia. As you can see, we got three different kind of cars. Got the Xfinity cars, we got the Gen 5 cars, and we got the Gen 6 cars. 9 Xfinity cars, 9 Gen 5s, and 9 Gen 6 cars. Here's how it goes. There will be a 5-lap race for the Xfinity series, a 9-lap race for the Gen 5s, and a 9-lap race for the Gen 6 cars. These fans are really excited for a Racefest. This Racefest was inspired by Smitty Jones for the Martinsville Racefest, for the Wheel and Modify series, the Busch series, the trucks. We got the Xfinity Series, Sprint Cup Series, and Monster Energy Cup Series. So here's your starting lineup for the Xfinity Series. On the first row, we got Ryan Reed and Scott Legacy Jr. Second row, 2017 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion William Byron and 4-time Xfinity Series runner-up Elliott Sadler. Row 3, it is Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell, the 2017 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion. Row 4, Blake Cook and Brandon Jones. And on row 5, we got Ryan Preece. So, those are your 9 drivers racing side by side for 5 laps here. And who will these 9 drivers will win the Xfinity race at Georgia? Let's find out with the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines. 5 laps of Xfinity racing is underway here at Georgia. Ryan Reed gets the early start break with William Byron. Over 3 and 4, Reed's gonna, trouble already. Brandon Jones, Blake Cook on its side. Caution is out. Red flag immediately. So on board the 20, we're on board the 18. Christopher Bell. And we're on board with Brandon Jones. And just to let you know, these yellow laps do not count even though we're under. Alright, here's the replay. Looks like Brandon Jones came out to Blake Cook and then caused the wreck. The 20 of Ryan Preece was trying to avoid it until Cook came down. Then nowhere to go for Preece. Cook goes on its side for being on top of Preece. And around they all go. Cook goes on its side. And that's how they wrecked. Red flag is now displayed. Ryan Reed is still your race leader with William Byron, Scott Legacy Jr., Elliott Sadler, and Darrell Wallace Jr. And like we said when the caution came out, the caution laps do not count. So we will be racing with 4 laps to go on lap 2. We're on board with Legacy, Sadler, and Bubba. And we're green with 4 to go. Ryan Reed with a great restart. But he gets bumped by Byron. William Byron, the champion, will take the lead with just 3 laps to go. Scott Legacy Jr. is second, but he's on his bumper. If you take a ride with William Byron, great comfortable lead, but not so comfortable because you got Scott Legacy Jr. with just 2 laps to go. Reed sideways. That was a close one. Scott Legacy on the outside. Sadler's closing. White flags. They come up for turn 1, 2. But they're wrecking already. Wow. Darrell Wallace Jr. comes out of nowhere and will win at Georgia Raceway. How about that? It's Scott Legacy blows up, and he is very slow. Congratulations on Darrell Wallace Jr. with the outstanding, surprising, shocking win as Elliott Sadler wrecks on the last lap. Very unfortunate for Sadler. William Byron took a hard hit at turn 3, so we're glad he's okay. He was also part of the wreck. Scott Legacy Jr. blows up but manages to come to pit row third. Finishes third after being that wreck. Ryan Reed comes home second after almost wrecking at the restart. And here's Darrell Wallace Jr., the Xfinity Georgia winner. And here's the replay of the incident. Elliott Sadler makes a 3-wide move in the white flag. Unfortunately, comes up on Byron, and then they started crashing. Byron had a tire down. So the tire goes down in 3. And then hits the wall very hard. We're glad Byron's okay, and here's how Bubba won the race.
Welcome back to the Pennzoil Racefest here at Georgia Raceway from Columbus, Georgia. As the Xfinity race just concluded with Darrell Wallace Jr. the winner of the Xfinity race at Georgia. Now it is on for the Gen 5s. The 9-lap race, Carl Edwards is your pole sitter. With Casey Kane alongside, we got 9 of the best NASCAR CLT Gen 5 drivers. Then later on, some of these drivers will be on their Gen 6 cars. With that being said, let's go to the starting lineup. Row 1, Carl Edwards and Casey Kane. Row 2, Tony Stewart and Kyle Busch.
Row 3, Joey Logano and Jeff Gordon. Row 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson. And row 5 is Denny Hamlin.
Well, that is your starting lineup for the Gen 5 race at Georgia. Let's get to the command. Gentlemen, start your engines!
And we're on the way for 9 laps for the Sprint Cup Series race here at Georgia. Casey Kane will lead them off at turn 3 and 4. And Casey Kane will lead the first lap. Joey Logano, very fast car. He's up to third already. As we're on board with Casey Kane, the leader. Lap 2 already completed. And here's Tony Stewart also with a very fast car. Battle for third as we're back on board with Casey Kane. So they come off of turn 3 and 4. Here's a little flyby at the front stretch, top 4, then they're 2 wide. Edwards makes the pass to lead. We're on board with the new leader, Carl Edwards, in the 99. Flyby once again. Oh, Denny Hamlin spins and crashes. Caution is out for Denny Hamlin. He is done for this race, but lucky for him, for the Monster Energy Cup Series race later on in this race, he will be the pole sitter for the Gen 6 race. As they're taking him away, we will show you the replay. As we take the replay of what happened, it looks like Hamlin and Gordon made contact, or Hamlin came down Gordon, and Hamlin just hit the wall. Good job for everybody for avoiding the crash. Unfortunately for Denny Hamlin, he is done for this race. We will have a restart with 3 laps to go. And just wow. I don't know what to say about this crash. Looks like it's a racing incident. Thank goodness that Denny Hamlin's okay after the crash. Let's go to the restart. Here we go. A 3-lap shootout here at Georgia. Carl Edwards and Casey Kane will lead them down to the green. Green flag. Oh, trouble. Big crash. The leaders. Carl Edwards and Casey Kane. Tony Stewart's in it too. Joey Logano and Jeff Gordon. Caution is out once again. And this is a huge race implications. Carl Edwards, the leader, is done for the day. He took a hard hit. We're on board with the 99. He took a hard hit in turn 1. It just, wow. On board with Tony Stewart. He made contact with Kane. And the fastest car, he's done for the day. Casey Kane, the dominant car of the day, he's done as well. Very unfortunate for the 5 car. And Jeff Gordon, not so much damage. He's going down to get some repairs. And Joey Logano, fastest car on track as well. He's going to be behind the wall as well. Very unfortunate. Alright, so here's a replay of the restart. Everything was going fine. Then Kane came low on Stewart. Then Logano and Stewart made contact. Around they all go. Big hit for Carl Edwards. And look at Johnson Jr. Busch avoiding a crash. How about that?
As we are under a red flag situation here at Georgia Raceway from Columbus, Georgia, we're under a red flag situation where we just had a 5-car massive accident with the leaders of Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, Casey Kane, Joey Logano, and Jeff Gordon. Unfortunately, Carl Edwards, the leader, Casey Kane, the dominant driver of the day, Tony Stewart, Joey Logano, the fastest cars on track, will be out of the race. But looking for Jeff Gordon. He's getting his repairs done right now, even though we're under a red flag situation. He'll be back on track, but I think he'll be a couple laps down. But the leaders, they're actually surprising because they've been at the back for most of the race. Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Kyle Busch. They've been at the back of the pack most of the time. side by side, double filing, while the top 4 drivers were single file racing. Just Jimmy Johnson at one point was last, and it was just a battle to not be in last position, but they don't have to worry about being last. But the thing they have to be worried about is who will be the winner of the Gen 5 Sprint Cup Series race at Georgia. So who will it be? Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch. Only 3 drivers will have a chance to win, because Jeff Gordon will be a couple laps down by the time we go back racing. Who will it be? Johnson Jr. or Kyle Busch? Wait till the red flag will be lifted. But for these drivers, they are done for the day. Unless they are going to be in their Gen 6. Denny Hamlin, he got wrecked earlier in the race. He'll be the pole sitter for the Gen 6 race. Joey Logano will have another chance to see if he can win at Georgia with his Gen 6 number 22. AAA Insurance Ford Fusion for Team Penske. He'll have another chance to see if he can get the win or not. Red flag has been lifted, and the caution's back out.
2 to go. Green flag. Jimmy Johnson with the great restart, the top 3 single file. To come off at 3 and 4, Junior will make his move to the white flag. 1 to go. Junior gets sideways and collects Johnson to come off at 3 and 4. They're racing hard. Contact. Crash at the finish. Jimmy Johnson will win, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will come home second with a hard hit, and Kyle Busch gets into Junior to finish third. Congratulations to Jimmy Johnson on winning the Gen 5 Sprint Car race at Georgia for Racefest number 2. How about that? Johnson's out of his car celebrating. Junior's going to be out of his car giving him a handshake. How about that? Take a look at the last lap. Hard charging racing. Junior got sideways, collects Johnson. They were both on the wall. Kyle is closing. Then Junior gets into the wall. Jimmy goes down or goes up on Junior. Then they're both on the wall. The next thing you know, Junior makes contact with Johnson. They both wreck. Johnson wins the race. Kyle Busch finishes third. But nowhere to go for Kyle Busch but into Junior. Crazy race and crazy finish. How about that?
Wow, what an outstanding way to finish the Gen 5 Sprint Cup Series race at Georgia. I can't believe 2 teammates were going at it for the win and they wreck each other. Man, I haven't seen drivers wrecking each other at the finish line such a long time. Man, that's racing for you folks. You junk it at the finish line. Anyway, congratulations on Jimmy Johnson on winning the Gen 5 Sprint Cup Series race at Georgia for the second Racefest. Then Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes home second. What a race. What a finish. Here's the finishing results. Jimmy Johnson, your race winner. Dale Earnhardt Jr. second. Kyle Busch third. Jeff Gordon fourth, who was a couple laps down. Fifth, and for the drivers that were wrecked. Fifth, Joey Logano. Casey Kane sixth. Tony Stewart seventh. Carl Edwards eighth. And Denny Hamlin ninth. It was a great Gen 5 race. It was just an amazing race. Amazing 9-lap race. Don't get out of your seats because we're getting ready for another 9-lap race for the Gen 6 cars. And Denny Hamlin's a pole sitter. And here we got the top 2 finishers of the Gen 5. Dale Earnhardt Jr. starting third and Jimmy Johnson, the winner, starting fourth. Wow, this Gen 6 race should be good. Another 9-lap race. So, hope you guys enjoyed the Gen 5 race. Now it is on for the Gen 6 stars to take over Georgia Raceway. Welcome back to Georgia Raceway from Columbus, Georgia, everybody, for the final race of the Pennzoil Racefest. Another 9-lapper here. And we got the Gen 6 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race going on here at Georgia. 9 the best. And we got like about 4 drivers that raced in the Gen 5 race. And now they're racing for the Gen 6. Speaking of the Gen 5 drivers, Denny Hamlin, the Gen 5 racer from race 2, starting on the pole. Unfortunately finished last at the last race because he got wrecked. Then we got Clint Boyer alongside. Then we got Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson sharing positions once again because after that crazy finish of the second Racefest race, They were going at it for the win, and they both wrecked. And then there's Joey Logano, finished 5th. He got to that big crash. He had the fastest car all day, but was out of the race, finished 5th. So those are your 4 drivers that were in the Gen 5s. And we're ready for this race. Enough talk, let's get to your starting lineup. On the first row, we got Denny Hamlin and Clint Boyer. Row 2, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson. Row 3, Austin Dillon and Joey Logano. Row 4, Trevor Bayne and Eric Almirola. And row 5, Jamie McMurray. So those are your 9 drivers about to go racing for 9 laps. We're about to go racing. Sit back and relax, and here's the command to start engines. Gentlemen, start your engines! Lap 1 is underway for the Pennzoil Racefest. Denny Hamlin gets a perfect start, but Clint Boyer's going to lead the first lap. Lap 2 underway. Look at the way they come off of turn number 1 and 2. Very slick with cold tires. As we're on board, Hamlin on the outside. Johnson's on the inside for second. Lap 3 underway now. Jimmy Johnson's closing. He's on the inside. Off a turn. Oh, contact! Boyer and Johnson make huge contact, but that'll cost Johnson big time. As Clint Boyer continues to lead. Flyby off of turn 4. Here comes Denny Hamlin now. Hamlin's closing. Same with Junior Logano. Here comes Hamlin on the inside. Oh, but there's contact. Hamlin and Boyer. That'll cost Boyer big time. We're on Boyer Jr. with just 3 laps to go. Fans are on their feet with just 2 laps to go. Oh, Trevor Bayne spins. Caution's out. And this changes everything for this race. Alright, so here's what happened. Looks like horrible entrance of the corner, looks like, for the number 6 of Trevor Bayne. That's what I think. That's what happened. Luckily, he didn't hit the pace car, so at least he didn't hit anything, so that's good.
Clint Boyer in the 15 will take 2 right side tires and a gallon of gas. After that contact with Denny Hamlin off of turn 3 and 4, he's going to take 2 tires and some wedge adjustments, and he's away. Jimmy Johnson into the lows 48 will take 4 tires and fuel. After contact with Clint Boyer, he thinks the tires pretty much affected his car, so he's going to take 4 tires and fuel, and he's away.
Pace car turns left. 2 laps to go. Junior and Hamlin will race side by side to the line. Junior gets a great restart as they come off of turn 3 and 4. White flag. 1 lap to go here at Georgia. Backs Georgia for the final time for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they come off of turn 3. Turn 3 and turn 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win Pennzoil Racefest number 3 here at Georgia. Welcome back to Georgia Raceway from Columbus, Georgia for the running at the Pennzoil Racefest. We just concluded the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Gen 6 Pennzoil Racefest number 3. As you can see, fan favorite and racing for the final time this year, Dale Earnhardt Jr. number 88. Kelly Blue Book, Chevrolet SS for Hendrick Motorsports has won the Pennzoil Racefest number 3 with the dominating second half of the race and a great restart, and what a way to win it. So congratulations on Dale Earnhardt Jr. on winning at Georgia for Pennzoil Racefest number 3. Denny Hamlin will come home 2nd. Joey Logano will come home 3rd. Eric Almirola will come home 4th. Jimmy Johnson with a contact with Clint Boyer, which made him go to the back, finishes 5th. Austin Dillon finishes 6th. Jamie McMurray will finish 7th. Clint Boyer 8th with a great race car, very fast car until the contact from Denny Hamlin. And Trevor Bayne, who brought out the only caution, finishes 9th. So that is it for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cars. And we would like to congratulate Darrell Wallace Jr. on winning Pennzoil Racefest number 1 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Congratulations to Jimmy Johnson on winning the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Gen 5 Pennzoil Racefest number 2. And congratulations to Dale Earnhardt Jr. on winning the Gen 6 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Pennzoil Racefest number 3. Thank you guys for watching this race. Comment, like, subscribe for more. And we'll see you at the next race. Goodbye, everybody.